stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Warriors 70, 19 right. Panther 11, Panther 11.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith can't get away, and he's taken down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter, my goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Geno. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the camp.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40. 20. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Now a throw here to his running back. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
18 running.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Panther 11. 70 Ranger.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Smith. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw is Smith. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Julio. And my goodness, another interception. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now a dump off here complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now it's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And this is caught by Allen for a Bronco touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. McManus's point after is good, and it is 42-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to claw one back. Myers connects on the PAT. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Allen, the man in motion right. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air again, Herbert. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. Touchdown! Keenan Allen halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
McManus now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Brandon McManus, the kickoff for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Geno on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And that's good for
The slot man in motion right. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
Here we go.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Walker once more, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They snap it to Smith. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Herbert now. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance, not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we've reached Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he's got Allen. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Smith on 1st down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. On 1st down, it's Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Going deep here for Allen. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Herbert. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Herbert throwing again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's got a man, complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Denver, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking the best, feel to get up in your chest. While I soak up my success, getting tokens for your dress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you dance on. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone.